The specification of Logan Swarm, the designer over the 5 largest print business in the planet and a friend to main ministers, surely possesses a Murdochesque vibrating, though the producers say they drew inspire of a quantity of various dynasty enterprises. Besides, his business has a powerful household-run inclination to it, in son Kendall, Jeremy Powerful, modernized of Masters of Sex to Wizard of the World, meeting as the imaginary successor obvious to expensive old daddy, who is played, sensationally, by Brian Cox. Love Murdoch, the 3 times wed Roy has several family, consisting an older son, Alan Crowd, of his at first wedding, junior side boy, Kieran Culkin, and a child, Shiv, Sarah Snook, who has stepped out of the industry orbital to work in policy advising but isn't far remote of domestic policy. In an introduction stage, Kendall is sacked as a dad's little boy while a big transaction seems hard to engineering beating up in his person, serving note both of the way how comes of cronyism, as so as the supposition how the poem might include fall awkwardly far of the wood. Each internee on the road knows how thou walking upwards, Kendall is said, manufacturing his promote seem unavoidable. But his dad has some ideas, at low, before the business is deserted in havoc while he experiences a public health frighten. Created by Jesse Armstrong, aimed by Adam McKay, who tackled top financial in this big brief, and accounting Frank Wealthy, Veep, amongst its producers, Continuity has put along at first-rate teams both of in front line of and over the chamber. The X includes Matthew Macfadyen, game versus kind as Shiv's extremely needing young man, who planned for Swarm's business and is morbidly frantic to earn money his adoption. Not all the formation of Wrinkle's job, consisting a storyline comprising a youthful nephew, Nicholas Braun, who is substantially throw in the part of spinner amongst the sharks, hard to complain, a chunk of his primogeniture. As marked, several might as well be put off by the general nuisance of the letter, who appear to thoroughness slight for the guarantee harm how their top stakes intrigue cause, a script how hasn't done Showtime's billions, it should be marked, any less than interesting. Time continuity shares specific attributes in how Shaw, its nearest his cousin might in fact be arms of massive diversion, a shiny and prophetic 1997 HBO cinema, spelled by Larry Gelbart, on a enmity among 2 print moguls, who wielded their distant flung holdings love pawns on a chessboard. The new episode doesn't rather growth to how standard, but it does be more than captivating above the episode's viewable, reveling in the grimly comical any discomfort, in one worthwhile sample, of the largest uncomfortable thank lunch conceivable. We requirement a more than dynamical policy, Kendall, who powerful invests in a mix of dangerous situation, disappointment and subtly disguised wrath, tells the business's executive board at one spot. Since stable as she goes, he's the berg. Down there could ever be yet be icebergs front in compliance the storyline departure, and the room doesn't sense particularly compliant in Westworld, that the episode will initially pursue. But taking into account the complex environment of the object question, Continuity has navigated its start in spectacular vogue. Continuity premieres June 3 at 10 p.m. on HBO.